As do you guys feel that radio has given you lot support over the years in the UK or across the waters?
Okay, now this one's tricky. When we first come out, like before the Rockefeller shit and all that, Westwood, you're hearing us every week. A couple of other DJs like Shorty Blitz and Shorty Blitz.
279.
No, Shorty Blitz was Big Ted. Big Ted and Shorty and 279.
279.
Yeah.
But you're hearing us frequently. We kind of
Master Steps supported as well.
Yeah. Master Steps and the way Master Steps was ringing, he was ringing it out like how Americans ring it out daily. So when he was doing stuff like that, like Mego do a remix of T.J. Moses' Backstroke, that's not even an official remix, and Master Steps will play it so much and get so much attention on it. Their label would call us and say, "Yo, that's not even an official single, and it's spinning more than an official single." You see what I'm saying? But when we got with Rockefeller, like you wouldn't hear us on Westwood again after that.
Why? Did he have problems with Rockefeller?
Nah, I think it's more of a thing of it was so like you just heard our name in America all the time. Even he said he went over there and people was asking him if he knew us and all that. It became like we had become the flag bearers for England as far as rap goes. Whereas that was other people's position before. So if artists are coming over here, usually they say, yeah, I want to link the DJs, they was coming over here and say they want to link us. So it was a bit, you know what I mean? It got like that a little bit. So certain man was waiting for us to drop the single and it goes crazy. So it's like, oh, it's going crazy anyway. So let me whatever. It wasn't a thing of these are homegrown talent. Let me push them and help and support them.
And you think if you had got more support at that time from the radio, it would have been mega?
It would have been mental in England. Would have been mental. Semtex didn't play us either. Still don't play us.
Yeah. What?
No. The people that play us is Mr. Jam, Target, Sloth, still Shorty Blitz, Manny Not.
What's we play you now?
But nah.
So since
you probably ain't even heard us on there since 06, 05. We ain't been on Westwood since 05, 06. We come there and do freestyles and that, but you won't hear our records on there.
Like Westwood sometimes anyway, you don't really play like UK music all regularly anyway. I don't think anyway. I've never really heard him have like a regular UK rotation.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's me being biased or not, but I don't know. My other DJs, I'm surprised with Semtex. Why do you think Semtex has never really supported
He's the first the guy to play us on One Extra as well. But we had someone else giving him records.
Yeah.
That he was affiliated with. As soon as we started trying to give him records ourselves, it went there. So wow. I don't know what people's agenda was with, but Semtex was working the Mercury at the time. And they was not on trying to work with Dame or Planet Rock even taking off in the UK. They weren't on that.
There was a block put on it. So for the people that didn't like Dame and what he was doing, like kind of coming over almost in that boisterous manner of like, yeah, you know what, this is how we're gonna do it, this is Rockefeller Records, the way he was moving, doing all that, there was certain people, it rubbed certain people the wrong way, like key players in this music industry out here, so they always seen us as like spawns of the devil. You see what I'm trying to say? So it was almost like, but we're like innocent, you know what I mean? And we're just trying to do our thing and get on, but they're looking at us like, nah, these guys, these guys are the ones who are like, look, the coast is clear, come on, Dave. It's like, you know what I mean? Like, so they look at us like pagans, so we're like, no.
And at the time, Diddy was just getting his deal and grime was just starting to take off. So it was like, grime or rap. No, we want the homegrown, our own, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Thing to
blow. We was always seen as like, you know, like what, like keep them guys away, like from the top, from the light, from shining. They always kind of kept us, try to keep us in the back or whatever. We never really understood that because we were going over there and waving a flag over there.
No, remember, what's the name of my man that did he did like a seminar type thing. You know, remember they used to have the little seminar, they have the panels, the men talking.
Yeah.
Wiley was on there, Mega Man, when we met Mega Man the first time, and we come. What's his name? Was it Kwame from The Influence?
I think so.
I think it was him. He's had Rev Run, Russell Simmons, and Kevin Lars come over. They're giving a lecture about how one day there'll be a UK act that can come to America and all that. We're sitting there looking at them in the crowd, because after we've done our part, they put all the UK artists in the crowd for them men to talk on stage or whatever. And we're looking at them like, why don't these guys know that
it's happening right now?
We're the guys that are down with Rockefeller. So I said to him, can you introduce us to them to let them know who we are? We're down with Rockefeller. He goes, are you? And I was like, What do you mean? Oh, we down with Rockefeller. Why did you invite us here to speak? What was you doing with us last week in the club? Drinking bottles next to Dame. It was that sort of funny business going on. We got to UMF. When Dame did the UMF, remember when he did that in Waterloo? We got there late. We gone to the door. The girl at the front of the door's gone, who are you lot? We've gone, who are we? Who are we?
Who are you? Just trying to storm it.
Who are we? We're the reason this UMF event, things happening now. And we barged through, I just went downstairs. They started security and tried to put us in the crowd. Hoffa was there and said, what are you doing? Brought us around. Dame said, yeah, my group just come. They announced it, then we jumped on the stage and all that. Them things was happening. So we'd go to America. Oh, them British niggas are fly. You man, bare praise, bare encouragement. England, man was running around sucking Dame's ass and trying to block us away from what Dame was doing for us in England. It didn't even make sense, bro.
The first time I think I really experienced hate, like real hate. Not hate because of who we were, like as people.
Why does he affiliate?
Why can't I be down with him?
Oh, it was real hate. Like hate where it was
why can't we be down with him? Like why did it have to be down?
It was nuts. It was nuts. I've never seen nothing like that.
Did you lot ever get into any situations where any labels from the UK kind of directly tried to contact you guys?
Never.
We went to our lawyers to get the deal done. I'm not even going to bait up the lawyer company.
They didn't even believe us, bro.
The lawyer said,
man thought,
we don't believe you're getting the deal with Rockefeller. If anything, can you just try and get a mix with Jay-Z? If you can get mixed with Jay-Z, that would be like, we said, yeah, cool. We left the office.
Mix with Jay-Z.
We never hit them back again. When our video dropped and they seen Dame all around us and everything, they wouldn't stop belling our phone down.
Man said, can you get a mix with Jay-Z? That meeting was a shambles.
That's what we. That's
that
what
was a
so all these little things happening.
What? So you showed them the contract?
No, we went there and we told them Dame's trying to sign us. Here's his lawyer. Can you lot get the negotiations started? And they basically told him, no, you're not getting a contract with Rockefeller. Like, we don't believe this happening.
If you can get a mix.
If you can get a mix with Jay-Z, we said, yeah, cool. We left there. I said, Bronze, don't take us to no lawyers like that. We're gonna go. Don said, yeah, cool, I'm gonna get American lawyer in it. Like, fuck this shit. Like, so all these things happening put us off rapping in here.
Yeah.
They pushed us.
But even that, the whole situation with that happened so long ago, is now, it has had me jaded. I don't even care about like fame and all that. The only reason I would even care about fame is if by being bigger and being known in more countries and being spotted when you're out and people want to know what you're wearing and what you're into, if that can generate peas, then I'm all for it. If that can't, I don't give a flying fuck about it. And that's on everything.
Yeah.
That's what my grandma I don't give a shit about nothing.
It was too much. I didn't like that, like being in newspapers and all that. Because you know when you're in newspapers, they only want slander.
Yeah.
Especially when you're young black dudes trying to make a thing for yourself. So Dame did a press conference to announce we've been signed. Even though we didn't sign the contract yet, we didn't turn up. But we turned up, but like 4 hours later on purpose because we didn't really want to put out there we signed to Rockefeller and we didn't have no contracts.
Yeah.
Newspaper putting, everything SAS group don't even turn up for their own thing, whatever. So the bad press had already started spinning out of control, and they thought if they're not turning up for their own press conference, they're crazy. So certain people, you know what I mean? Certain people in other situations look at us like, oh, you guys don't care about nothing. No, I'm not working with you. You lot are reckless.
If the situation came where a big record label, a major came from the UK and a major from the America came, would you sign to either of them or any of them?
A major in America, not a major in England. No. A major in England want us to make pop records to go number one on a pop chart.
Yeah.
No.
Because there's no major that want to sign us unless they thought that they could generate some money from it. You're not gonna generate money from rap music in the UK because if you look at everything that's charted, it's like a different genre. Like I don't think people are making rap records that are going number one or top 5 or top 10 out here like straight up. There's a few people Wretch, big up Wretch. There's a few. I can't really think of anyone. Like,
what do you think of the fact that they label artists such as Pro Green and even like the music that Wretch has had to make, even though it's not directly pop, but they name them as kind of rappers, and that is our rap here, like mainstream rap, Tiny Temper, Pro Green, Wretch, kind of thing. Like, when you hear their music, does it kind of give you hope, or I don't know? How does it make you feel?
I honestly think there's a growth that when it comes to making music, you evolve. You don't stay the same. So I understand that. I understand that the evolution of the music, like it changing, but at the same time, I feel there needs to be a balance. I think there needs to be songs that are just straight hip hop rap records that are able to chart. Like I don't feel like it should be like this, like the ones that are getting put out as singles need to be the ones that are the most diverse sounding records.
Yeah. Do you think?
I don't think so. But that's just the climate of the game, and that's how it works. You've got to put out your best foot forward. Like I'm not gonna put out a record that's like just talking about just trap and being in the hood and doing mad shit. Yeah. Somewhere that don't understand what's happening in the inner cities. Like it just who's gonna buy that? And if it's a business, which it is a business, a music business, you've got to put the records out that's gonna sell the most records.
See, what you know, the mad thing is, like last week or this Sunday, I was listening to the charts. I try to listen every week.
Yeah.
And this week, that new Nicki Minaj, Drake, and Lil Wayne tune. I don't know if you've heard it.
I've heard it. The one where she says, "Eat my ass like a cupcake."
Yeah, she said, and then Drake says, "I ain't fuck Nicki," and Lil Wayne says the same thing. And that was in the top 40. Like,
see what I'm saying?
See what I'm saying? That's the thing. It's different rules apply, innit? Like, but if you're from the UK, you're not gonna be able to make a song that's just that's that sound. That sound. You're not gonna be able to do
something like very urban and very street could be grime, but I don't think hip hop.
Yeah,
if you're from here.
Grime did it. Like 21 seconds. They were talking smack. Smoking mad weed like I'm Jamaican. You know what I mean? Like man was talking shit. They were talking about red is my best colour. Talking. Man was talking about shotting food in the rave. Not even like, come on, man. Like it was belligerent. Like man was just going off, innit? Like and it was a single. But the thing is, if you're gonna do that kind of thing, you've got to kind of mask it. It's got to be a different sound, a different BPM. Out here's a whole different thing. Like the aesthetic's got to be different. It's not going to be hip hop. Like Pow, that went number what? 3 at the time.
I think 11.
3 or 4, 11. Yeah, 11. Still, it went top 20.
Yeah,
like that was. Come on, and that's aggressive, bro. That's not like some.
But still, they're trying to ban it in a lot of clubs and all that. Like, see what I'm saying? So it's like. That's why we always wanted to go to America, because we felt like we want to get darker. We don't want to, you know what I mean?
I thought P's and Q's by Kano should have been a top 10 hit. To me,
crazy, yeah.
To me, that was like...
That's the one we hear in Europe. Like, when we go to Europe, we don't hear UK music anymore. We heard that.
I remember hearing that when that came out, and Still Tipping was out that time. Still Tipping, Mike Jones and Slim Thug and that. Bruv, that came on after Still Tipping in a rave. I can't remember. I think Biggs was with me. He probably remembers to this day. Blew that shit out the frame. That P's and Q's bodied it. And I was like, you know what, yeah? There's records that are being made that are actually... Bang. But they're not going to do those numbers. Like, in America, something like Murder by Kalashnikov would be all over the radio. This would be a hit. Like how you get, like, that fool. Like, man talking about jacking, man. Like, that's the whole, that's the song. And it's a hit record. It's just like, there's no rules to this. When we was young, Onyx, shut him down. Like, man, just stop him, man. Bro, like, you just see man in black hoodies and Timbs, and it's just crazy, but it's still doing the numbers, it's still charting. Like,
and don't get me wrong, they still got their pop music and their thingy.
But that's not all they have.
Yeah, they got balance.
They've got that, and then they've got the, you know what I mean? Like,
why do you think it is that they block the UK version of that as opposed, and they let, like, for example, they let the Nicki Minaj, Drake, and all of that come through?
I think it's too close to home.
Too close to home.
I don't think people want to hear the cries in the city. I don't think they want to know that this shit's happening right now, and they want spokespeople that talk about what is actually going on right now, right in real time, and they can be a voice and touch those kids and those people that's going through the same thing. I think that it's that deep, bro. Yeah,
because even like France has got it as well. Like, even, like
France has got it like crazy, bro.
Yeah. Like them and they are killing it.
Come on.
I don't know what they're saying, but you can tell.
The energy, the vibe it gives you, bro. There's one 4,000 gang that's down with by them. Sosa, bro, that'll make me just break the camera right now, bro. Seriously, it just gets you right,
that's what I'm saying.
Bro.
When it comes to rap, German artists and French artists, as far as street hip hop or street rap, they're putting us to shame still. Because they're doing 300,000, 400,000 independently and all that with real gutter, gutter music.
But are they getting the support from the
French?
Yeah, they're getting the
Oh yeah, they're gone. They're peed off, gone. They're living in Miami, Booba and Left Wayne and them and all that. They're gone. Booba's about to drop his last album.
You see their shows,
It's out of control, bruv. It's out of control. But that's a whole next level.
They're packing out arenas.
They're more street than America rappers now.
Yeah.
But they're hanging out the V with assault rifles, fam. Where the whip's moving, bro.
Yeah,
in videos, like calm.
They're moving crazy.
See, but I don't know if guns are illegal over there, but imagine if we did some crazy stuff like how the French
Yeah,
videos
you'll
are.
get arrested. You get
Nick, mate, you better have your belt.
What? You can't even put. You can't even do an Instagram video or Instagram picture with a hammer. You'll get nicked.
Yeah.
Straight. And I'm not saying it needs to be. I'm not like, revolt, anarchy. Like, everyone start putting it out. I'm just saying, make what you want to make, man. This is art. This is music. This is passion. This is what we live. This is what we're about. So why should we be restricted into what kind of art that we make? I paint what I see.
Yeah, for real.
I heard a quote from, I can't remember where I heard that, but I heard it and I was like, that hit me. I was like, right, that's true. Like, why should I? Like, it don't make sense. If I'm seeing something, I'm gonna say what I saw. I'm not gonna make up some prettied up like nice version of what I'm seeing.
My whole thing was like they want us to be, especially when you're black, they want you to be non-threatening completely. Can't be too hench, can't be too tall, can't be too dark. It's just long, bruv. That's why we in the beginning we was like, go to America, blow in America. Because when you kind of get a buzz in America, it funnels up for the whole of Europe. We've been Europe plenty of times. We've been every city in Europe. We got fans in Poland, Czech, Slovakia, and Germany, and they're following what America's doing. They look at us like, you lot make techno rap over there and pop music.
What did that guy say? What did that guy say about the music that UK make? Oh, good techno rap. And he wasn't even trying to.
It's a girl. The girl said.
It was a girl, isn't it? Oh yeah.
He was so embarrassed.
Yeah. She wasn't even trying to.
How recently was that?
This was like
2 weeks ago.
This was like a month ago. But she wasn't even. She wasn't even trying to have jokes. She was just serious. She was like, "Yeah, techno rap." I was like, "Oh man."
And that's like in regards to the mainstream stuff that's come out.
I mean, the stuff she's hearing, most of the stuff she's hearing, like, remember that there are men that do their thing and like, don't get it twisted, but it's just not out there for everyone to see. And where do you start? How do you start searching for it? So it's mad. It's like it's either all the way that way. It's like crud, like fully immersed in the dirt, or it's like pop, super pop. Like
no balance.
There's no balance. There's not really that well-rounded thing. You see what I'm trying to say? It's kind of like whoever's trying to get to the money is going fully like that other way, and then the people that are like, you know what, I get money. I'm rapping because I'm doing what I love doing. They're making the shit that's real to them and what they're going through. And what you're going to be going through is that kind of shit because, well, I mean, how are you going to really eat from music if you're not making pop out here? If you have nowhere else to go, if you don't have somewhere in Europe, if you don't have somewhere in America, if you don't have a fan base anywhere else, what are you left to do? That's why it's for the people that are in those positions of where people know who they are and they've got a loyal fan base to feed their fan base the music that they grew up on listening to, the music that they actually listen to when they're in their own time. You can't, like, I don't understand that unless it's the music that most people are making is the music that they're actually into. Then cool, I understand that. But
recently, some girl came up to you and she was telling you that UK rap is like just basically pop kind of thing. Like, how did that make you feel?
I'm glad I make hip hop.
No, but in a way, it doesn't make us feel that way because we just do what we do, if you know what I'm saying. But in the same time, it's like we want our industry and our country to be taken seriously.
Yeah.
But we even get that in America as well. Like, as soon as we come back to England for a while, it's like, okay, holler at me when you get back to the States. Like, you see what I'm saying? It's almost like, how much do we care about Swedish rap? What do we, you know what I mean? What does the average London or person from UK know about Swedish rap?
Nothing.
Probably nothing. Some people probably don't care. There might be one or two that are actually into it and whatever, but some people don't have it. You know what I mean? It's like, what? Swedish rap? Who cares? So, I would like our city to be respected, you know what I mean, for hip hop. And
do you think that we could be without doing Iggy Azalea kind of thing?
Yeah, we could be. I think they're 100% because we was on our way, bruv. We was on our way. If you get the promotion behind it and all that, it'll go crazy because we changed up a lot of way people do a lot of stuff. First by looking at the way we came through. Like Maharishi Down, super brands. Like when we met the Dips, we super branded out. They was in Lot 29 and Nietzsche and all that. Then they started wearing Prada and Gucci and all sorts of stuff. You see what I'm saying? They started getting into all of that. I remember me and him coming through like 06 with Rolexes on, no ice. And man was like, oh, you got to put ice in that. You got to put an ice in that. Because you know in America, them times there, they used to like to wear watches that looked like they had medieval shields on it. Like Breitlin's that would just look like
Dungeons and Dragons.
Some crazy shit. You see what I'm saying? So we were smoking spliffs and rock and rollies with no ice. Like, no ice. And I'm not putting no after sets on my thing unless it's real Rolex diamonds. Now, what's all the Americans doing? Smoking paper planes and wearing gold presidential Rolexes. And
that, I swear that makes it cheaper. It
depreciates
yeah, it does. Yeah, after set diamonds does, yeah.
Do you know what? One of my questions was going to be about you guys and brands.
Yeah.
Now that you've got older, do you like still wear the same brands as you did before?
Maybe I wear some of the same brands, but just subtle, man. Like I like my shit understated. Like my jumper, I'm probably wearing now, could be £195, but you wouldn't know because it's just a black hoodie. So, you know what I'm saying? Like if I'm just wearing shit that's just plain, you'd never know. If I got a belt that's a designer belt on underneath the hoodie, it could be like £4, but no one's gonna know because I'm not tucking my hoodie into my, you know what I mean, into my belt. It's kind of like just wearing stuff because you like the fit of it, you like the feel, the fabric or whatever. It's not about wearing shit because it's a certain brand. I don't do that. Like I won't wear something like, oh, that jumper's okay, I'm not really sure about it, and then see the tag and it says Hermes or Versace on it, and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm gonna buy it because of that. Fuck it, yeah, it's ill. Like, nah, mate. Like, I gotta get something because I'm into it.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, never been on that. But younger, I was more flashy and was into like monograms and all that kind of shit.
We had the chains and all that. I had a diplomat chain for a while. And all that.
Yeah, I had a Jesus piece, but I don't really. Do you know what it is? It's like, I don't know. I like understated. I like shit that's just understated, man. I like stuff that just looks good because it looks good. It's not, and then you have to ask like, oh, what's that brand? And you say what it is. That's what I'm kind of into right now.
Do you? It's funny because even when I was looking at your old interviews and you lot was wearing like the baggy shorts and stuff and the American fashion wear at that time. I don't know if it was American, but like
it was Rockaware. They kept giving us free clothes and like idiots, we just kept wearing them. Before we actually started fucking with Rockefeller, we never wore Rockaware. So it was like when it was given free clothes, it was like, oh, like it's free pop tags. Oh, like kind of just got lost in it. And then afterwards, I was like, see the footage back, like. No man, I don't like how that's looking. Like that's not really.
But around the time, everyone was in academics anyway.
Yeah.
So they were academics, and we was in academics.
But even our bedrooms in Harlem was like, no, this is weird.
That's what I'm saying. We popped up in Harlem when we had Rockaware tracksuits on, and my brethren just started. My brethren Coochie that brought us to Harlem in the first place, were just busting up. We said, "What? Why? What's wrong with you, bro?" Because, yo, B. I never seen you in regular clothes before, B. Like, he was actually finding it really funny. So that's the precedent we set when we was going to school like that and all that.
Was it, because at that time, I don't know, we've always wore straight fitted here. So is that kind of what you lot was wearing and they're wearing baggy shit?
Yeah, pretty much. We was wearing like half fitted, half kind of loose cut kind of jeans because it wasn't.
True Religion was popping around that time as well.
True Religion was a bit after. True Religion was like 06.
Yeah, it was about after.
We started wearing it. But he's talking about like 04. 04, people weren't really in straight jeans out here like that. It was kind of like a halfway, loose cut, half fitted. You know what I mean? The style, a lot of people weren't even dressed up.
It was fitted, not skinny.
A lot of people weren't even getting dressed up them times. It was like everyone was wearing like academics or like Adidas tracksuits. Remember? And like New Era fitted hats. Remember? It wasn't really. No one even was on some like getting fly shit. Everyone was just on some just like.
As far artist goes, man, I know man on road.
Yeah, man. Obviously, yeah.
When we was going out, we was changing up into shirts and whatever. But on a regular tracksuit type thing, yeah, it's more or less we was wearing Rockaware where everyone's wearing academics.
What's your kind of thoughts towards fashion? Is that something that you lot are interested in? Like, well, because it seems like you lot are very interested into brands and whatnot.
Yeah.
Is it like, I know you, is that Easy label you guys' label?
Yeah, that's our merchandise. That's the name of our, that's our imprint. Because we got to the point where it's like, we're going to sign to ourselves. So if a situation ever does come along, it'll have to be a joint venture or some sort of imprint deal. You see what I'm saying?
And they just have to take everything along with you kind of thing.
Yeah, kind of it. We sign to ourselves and then you sign the company. You see what I'm saying? Like that. So Easy represents easy money. That's why we have the euro sign, pound sign, dollar sign, yen sign. Because those are what we collected in, more or less.
Yeah. And is that something that you lot are really interested in with like fashion designing and all of that, or is it just?
Nah, not really designing. I know. Like, I just know what I like the look of, but I wouldn't say I'm like into the designing fashion. But I just know what works and what kind of aesthetic would suit whatever video I'm shooting or whatever look I'm trying to do. You see what I'm trying to say? Like that's really as far as it goes. Like the easy stuff's just merchandise. It's just the logo, tee, hoodies, caps, whatever. But you never know, in the future could like put heads together with someone who's like a good designer and say, you know, I want that to drop like this.
Or we do a collaboration.
Give some insight on what on what I would like.
But we got it for our mum though. Our mum's crazy. She's a clothes horse. She's crazy.
Yeah.
She got Louis Vuitton wallets and like older than us. Raccoon fur coats that go down to the floor and that. She's been crazy.
Foxes, all kinds of madness.
Yeah, she's been crazy.
It's the heritage, isn't it? Nigeria.
We knew what Louis monograms was before.
Early. I was on my Benetton shit, man, when I was young. I didn't even want to go to school unless I was matching as a young boy, like when I was like 5, 6.
Wow.
So that's just always been
she's been crazy like that.
Yeah.
And I've always just liked designer shit from the Probito days, man, when you had to save your lunch money just to get a shirt, boy, and it was like, yeah, I came off on this one. You waited for the Christmas sale, you waited till you came out with them blue bags, boy. Them blue bags was like gold, man. It's like leprechaun seeing gold, man. Like when you see that shit, like, trust me, bro, it was like, nah, man, like, it was just, that's just what we did, like.
That's what we're into though, anyway. We're more into clothes than anything else, isn't it?
Yeah, I'd say like, because do you know what it is? It's a form of expression. For me, it's kind of like, it's like, you see how you put your shit together, it's like a sense of style in it. If you do it a certain way, people can't really imitate that. They could try and look and dress the way you do, but they won't be able to drop it the way you do it. You can just kind of, with jewelry, you could just wear jewelry and it's just like, yeah, you've got the watch, I've got the same watch. You wear a chain, there's no way you can rock a chain that's gonna rock the same way. But if you got your kicks from the trainers from when I was younger. I've always loved trainers and that. Like, so like fucking Air Maxes, like 180s, fucking 98s, like just the tailwinds, all that. Like the way you flare your laces, the way you rock your hat to the side a little bit. You kind of tell someone who's got style from someone who's just wearing shit because they like it. Yeah. Someone you could tell.
And as for jewelry, it seems like you kind of you calmed it down with that as well. Like you said, you had Rolexes and all of that.
No, I still got my Rollie and that. But I'm rolling a pinky ring. That's it, in earrings.
But you don't wear them though.
I don't wear chains no more and all like that. No, I'm the average day, innit? It's just whatever. I'm going now. You see what I'm saying?
No, I hear that still. Because
you get used to it. When you first got it, it's like, oh, shit's raw, it's crazy, it's jewelry. I just rock a bracelet, watch, pinky, earrings, chain. Now it's just like, it's more, I don't know, it's more, more British. You just rock the watch and the pinky.
Yeah.
Like, there's nothing wrong with rocking a chain, don't get me wrong, but the way we like to get fly, you're not going to see man rocking no chain over our collars. That's never happening.
Over a shirt.
We're not doing that. Like, you see what I'm saying?
I'm on that regal shit, man. You see me out, I'll be wearing a shirt. I don't care if everyone's in tees and
if he's wearing a shirt, he's not going to be wearing a chain because he's not going to police chain over his shirt. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, so there's kind of no point.
So we more or less like aesthetically dressed, like how you'd think you'd see a British shoot.
James Bond kind of thing.
Exactly.
And I feel like when it's that time, you know it's that time. When it's that season, you'll see me with some stupid shit that's like a, you know what I mean? That's like a piece that's monumental. Something that I could design and be like, this is how I'm dropping it. Like, I'm gonna do some mad different shit. Some oi with platinum with one ice and then the other one's gold and you have two of them so it says oi. No one gotta do that too early. Shouldn't even put it out there. But I'm just saying, if it's that time, then it's like, get creative with it and go fully there. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to just do it just like on a regular scale.
But the rollies and all that, like wristwatches and everything like that, it should I appreciate.
Anyway,
you see what I'm saying? When you buy chains with big pieces and all that, you better keep it forever because when you try and turn that in, you're not getting no money back for that.
Yeah, it's not worth it.
Nah, no. Well, it depends. If you're into it, innit? Like, I'm really not a man for doing it, but we kind of like, we go through phases. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we kind of did the chain things and all that early, and then got bored. So.
Do you think because you lot only a year apart, 2 years apart, is the reason why you kind of go through the similar kind of phases? I don't know if that's always how it's been or it's just in stages. You lot kind of do things together, some things you do apart, whatever. But I don't know, like just being brothers and you lot being so close, does that add to the fact that you lot kind of go through things more or less always together?
More or less something, because if you get something that's crazy, it's like, oh, I want one. You see what I'm saying?
But a lot of the time, I get stuff and he looks at it like, nah, I think you've gone a bit wild with that one. Yeah, then he likes it afterwards.
No, not
all the time, but some of the time he's done that. He's been like, nah, because I'll tell him about something like, nah, this is crazy. Trust me with the thing, and when I do it, trust me, it's crazy. And then he'll look at it and be like, I don't know. And then a week or two later, then he'll see me again, and I'll come through, and then he'll be like, that's all right, you know. You have done that. He has done that.
Yeah, but see me, I'm not one to see something happening and then get involved. I just stick to what I stick to. Like, if I've got an idea I want to do, I'm just gonna do that.
Yeah.
I don't really want to, like, if I see a trend happening, I'm not getting into it. I'd rather set off a trend than follow one. And he's left. So then after that day, Kanye just called us every day. Come to this session, Fab session. Come to that session. Come to that one. Took us to the baseline. I was in the studio with Jay-Z and